factually. Oh. My leg. Oh my god. My leg. Alright, first off, I'm gonna have to order some more water tomorrow. Ginger, ginger, where are you? Ginger, ginger, how do you do? I'm gonna use this whole lot of ginger here. And perhaps we'll use some. Should probably make some ginger water too. Ouch. The fuck? The funnel. Ah! Bruh. Brethren. First of all, we're just going to use all of these. And I'll just cut a bit more for my water bottle. Over there. Over there. I did not know that I had more deal. You think this is enough? Got a bit of lavender here. Lavender. I think that'll be good. I kind of feel like maybe I should put a little bit of mullein leaf. We're gonna do a little bit of that. And then I'm gonna make a little bit of the parasite cleanse. But what am I looking for? Oh. What the hell am I looking for? My moon tea program? Oh shit. I guess we'll make the moon tea. Hey. Alright, we're making ginger tea and moon tea. And I'm also gonna put some mullein leaf, which I've never used before, so I don't know how it's gonna taste. It smells good. How am I? I'm doing good. I was a bit sad earlier. Now I don't feel so sad, but I'm feeling very mucusy for 2 reasons. Ascension symptoms and because I've been eating a lot of processed sugars these last couple days. So now my body is coming for me. How about you? How are you feeling? I was supposed to make a smoothie. So what we're doing, we're making some tea. Then after this tea is done, this I'm gonna drink tonight. Then I'm gonna make a parasite cleanse tea. I don't think I will drink it tonight, but I need a detox. Or should I do a liver tea? I really could mix all of the above, but I'm not about to do that because I want to actually enjoy this tea. And I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the mullein leaf because I've never had it before. I could do a steam, but I don't want to. Thanks, Jackson. How sweet. What are you guys doing? I need to order some more water tomorrow. Or I guess I actually got that one from the store down the street. I could do that. Just walk over there and get it. I was trying to remember where I got that from. Do you guys like tea? I want to draw too. I made some food tonight. It was really good. Oh, I need to wash the dishes. I kind of want to... Is there somewhere I can put this right here? Because I'm going to want to wash everything at the same time. A little bit of something, 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 something. Hey. Alright. Is this dry? No. Oh. This water pressure is extremely intense. Which is surprising because almost everywhere here in Mexico, like the water pressure is trash. Whether that's the shower or regular sinks, it's usually not so good. But this place, pretty good. Very strong. Hola. I need to go buy some dates. Well, the last couple days I haven't had any, so I didn't. But a few days ago, I started doing like a date and banana smoothie. It's so good. With coconut milk and some cinnamon. Then I made a smoothie the other day with cardamom for the first time. That was really good. I could probably make kind of the African vibe too with the coconut milk. I didn't think about that. I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe we'll see actually. I'm gonna go on a cleanse. In Thailand, I want to go back to Thailand. What time is it? It's the same time. Oh wait, just kidding. It's 10:51 p.m. here. I went to Thailand and I thought I was gonna be there for like, I think they gave me 3 months there or 30 days. I don't remember. But I left early for like some like family stuff. But I definitely want to go back. How has it been being there for 3 months? And are you by yourself or are you with someone? Dang, so it's like a whole 12 hours ahead there. I hate the sound of like dishes banging together. It hurts my ears. So you're going back home to stay, or like, and then travel again, or are you gonna take a break traveling? But yeah, they are pretty nice. And Thailand's actually one place that I noticed like they weren't all up in your face like like other countries I've been to. People stare so much. There, I noticed like people are just really to themselves. They're not like worried about what you're doing, you know. At least that's how my experience was. I'm from upstate New York. How about you? But yeah, I didn't get to stay there super long, so I didn't experience much. But I know the first place I stayed was really nice, and the people there. I purposely stayed in like a more, a non-touristy area because I just wanted to like recharge, especially from where I had just come from. I feel like I was dealing with a lot of energies and stuff. So I went there to be like away. And then I went to like a more touristy area, but like I said, I ended up leaving early, so I didn't really do much, if anything, while I was there. I have to spit, but I don't want you to watch me. I've got so much freaking mucus. Good job. Keep boiling. Right. Thank you. Cali is cool. I've never been there though. I got 4 animals, so I'll probably be home for the rest of the year and then leave again January to go back to the DR. I've not been to the DR yet. Alright. Time to put the rest of the herbs in. I don't know how much of this I should put in, but we're just gonna start small. So then, never used that before. This is like an overload. Should I wait till tomorrow? Oh, it smells so good. I'll just put a little bit. This is my moon blend. I'll just put a little, just a bit. Just a tiny bit. Ah! Stop. Alright, now we're just gonna let this steep. Oh, that's hot as Frankenstein. Move over. Chill out. Calm down. Alright, just steep. Loki, get out of the kitchen, please. You would look good out here. You would like it. What does that even mean? I feel like I should let this steep somewhere else so I can start the other one, but honestly I have time, so. DR. So is DR like your favorite place to go? I feel like maybe for you it's like my Mexico. Well, I don't know, I just met you, but you said going back there, so I'm curious as to why you want to go back. Loki, déjame quieta. No. You be harassing me for no reason. I came out here to recharge and purge. I like your page because as far as childhood trauma, we have some of the same experience based on your videos, like earlier the same. I never met anyone else. Like the video I just posted about my dad. I think that's cool though that you're solo traveling but also have pets. So when you leave, do you have like a pet sitter or do they stay with family? I'm about to bring her back for like a year to my mom. Grateful she's letting me do that. Because there's some places I want to travel to that I can't take her. Or it'll be really hard to take her. So Thailand's like your recharge spot? Alright, it's 22:57. I want to let it steep for like at least 10 minutes. Let's start trying. I knew it. So is Peppa going to be the biggest one? Why are you staring at me? Why are you even staring at me? What have I going wrong? Every time I think I'm putting one of these flowers in the middle of the paper, it's never the middle of the paper. Personally, I don't know how to get it in the middle of the paper. And I also never know how to get them to be even. As it gets bigger and I go around, it gets easier. I wonder if I'll ever meet this girl again. Well, she's a woman now, but I wonder where she is in the world, what she's doing. "10 hours away from New Jersey is my recharge place." Oh, and yes, the video you just posted, when you posted a little while back on your, I'll go on your YouTube page too. So how do you navigate that with the trauma? And wait, are you saying Thailand is 10 hours away from Jersey? And is that where you're from? That means we're from kind of close places. I've never been to Jersey though. And do you still have contact with your dad? Loki, stop it. You're doing the most right now. No. Ah. There's a full moon coming up soon. I don't think I want to make these that big because I want to have like a lot of them. Yes, and yes, that's where I'm from. And honestly, I'm still trying different ways to navigate it as far as meditation. So I'm very thoughts that I've buried to operate in normal day-to-day life in about 3. 3 years ago, my sister introduced me to trike and womb healing energies, but it just takes time. I'm guessing. What is trike? And what kind of thoughts are you trying to unbury that you've buried? I've never heard of trike. Don't worry, I threw it in the trash. I haven't drawn my flowers in so long. My inner young man is calling me. I'm here. Do I want them this small? Yeah. We'll start here. Another color, another color, another color. Okay. Pink it is. I don't want them to be like on each other. Oh, Reiki. Oh, cool. So you've been getting Reiki sessions done and womb healing? What do you think, like, for you is the most difficult thing or the block? Or, like, what is it that you're saying takes time exactly? Honestly, growing up, we wouldn't necessarily have to discuss what else made me sick. Sick like physically sick? Hi, Aubrey. Girl, are you good? Yeah, that's how I was feeling today. Like I literally felt nauseous. And it went away eventually. It's like I just have to let myself process it first. But I was feeling nauseous earlier. And that's how I am with like a lot of stuff, like because I'm just super sensitive overall to certain energies, like I will feel it physically in my body also, especially when it's something that really needs my attention. Like it's not just going to be like an emotional feeling only. Stuff like that usually makes me sick to my stomach. Even thinking about the time, like the day I really realized like he was a pedophile, I was so nauseous that day, and he took me to work, and I left work early. Like I literally just started throwing up at work, just like thinking and feeling about everything. It was intense. So I definitely get you. It makes sense though to me. Like everything is connected. The mind, body, soul, wise. So it's all gonna like it. The emotional, spiritual things, they're always gonna manifest physically in some way, shape, or form. What made you choose Mexico? My spirit, really, because it was not me. I was going back and forth with my guides, like, why Mexico? Like, what the hell am I gonna do in Mexico? I had absolutely zero desire to come here, but they just kept telling me Mexico. And so I started doing like research on where exactly to go, and then I felt to go with Playa. Well, really, actually, the first 3 days I booked Cozumel. Then I booked here in Playa for like a couple weeks, and then I ended up meeting my daughter from a past life here. I've had so many experiences here overall. Like I get why they had me come to Mexico. And actually, I've been learning about like my chart, my birth chart, and like where it crosses with certain places in the world. Mexico, and specifically here in Playa, is like a big one for me, for like mainly like love and other things I don't remember. Thank you. How do you I don't want to. Oh, is it Divine Ellis? I've been reading your name like Divinelis. I don't know what the fuck I've been saying, but right now it just is it Divine Ellis? Is it no? Okay, now I'm confused again because it's one E. Gosh damn. Can you tell me how to pronounce your name? I don't know how you're gonna really do that. I mean, you could probably do that through message, but thank you. I received the peace and love and sending it back. But I don't know if I answered your question. Uh, yeah, basically I just was led by spirit. And ever since the first time though, this is just like my recharge place. It just feels like home to me. And like it's a good balance of spiritual, just being, if I want to dance, like yeah. Div and Div and Div and Ellis. Am I saying it right? However you want to say it. No, I don't want to say it however I want to. I don't know if I just read I feel like that's it's not processing in my head. Divinelis. Like that. Divinelis. I'm a Pisces, so I need to be by the water, honestly, and feel free. Girl, me freaking too. I'm not a Pisces, but I'm also a water sign. I'm not sure what the topic of discussion is, but I wanted to interject and say you're very pretty. Thank you, Sean Gregory. Thanks, Don. No, damn it, the other way? What did I say? Divine Ellis? No. That one? I don't even. I'm gonna have to hear you say it one day. Maybe it's that one. Is that the one? Div and Ellis. Div and Ellis. No? I feel like I'm having a full circle of a moment when people ask me my name when I comment on their lives too, and I'm trying to type out how to pronounce my name, and they say it right the first time, and then they'll say it a different way, and I'm like, no, this one, no, that one. It's funny. Okay, thank you. I wish I actually remembered what I said. What the heck? Loki, why are you testing me? Are you bored? Loki. Loki. She's ignoring me. I will indeed have a blissed night. Thank you, Jose. You as well. Alright. Darn. I don't want this color. Sorry. Stay over there. I just want this color. That's why I did that for no reason. Because 7-7. Alright, guys. I need some orange, though. Interesting. I wonder if one day I'll ever get these to be even. Maybe I gotta like measure. Or maybe they're not meant to be. But I highly disagree. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I just did there. But it's okay. As they get bigger, it always looks better. What are you guys doing tonight? I don't know what happened to this one. I finished them. Honestly, I just keep forgetting to post. That happened like a month ago, actually. Or like almost a month ago. But it was fun. It was scary. I think the scariest part is like realizing, like, there's a lot of things that can happen that can possibly like lead to death or injury, and I try to not have that in my head, but initially it's like it's overwhelming in a lot of different ways, so that's kind of scary. I feel like if I would have done this before I started like meditating and doing breath work, like I would have probably full on panicked, but because I've done that so much and know how to like calm myself down and not go into panic mode, it was a lot easier. But overall it was really fun and beautiful. They said like you don't really need to know how to swim, but I don't really think that's true. But at the same time, I can see why. The only thing is you do have to take a swim test, so you would have to know how to swim for that. But like when you're actually under there, like the gear is supposed to keep you afloat, and you're kind of just like going with the current. So I can see how like they'd say you don't need to know how to swim for that aspect. But I think that everybody should try it. It's nice. And like seeing everything from below, it's like you're in a whole nother world. And if you connect with water a lot, I think that you would really enjoy it. I wanted to cry like happy tears, because it's just like, what the fuck, I'm really under the ocean right now. Yeah, you should totally do it. I would want to go like to I would want to do at least one dive like per country I travel to from now on. And apparently in Dubai they have like the deepest underwater pool. And also once you get to a certain amount of dives, I think like 40 something, you can start to like do volunteer dives to like clean the bottom of the ocean, and also like go to, you know how like sea animals like turtles and stuff, they get like plastic or straws and stuff stuck in their nostrils. You can do dives to help like help them. Which, yeah, you have to have a certain amount of dives first. But I'm excited for that because I love to do volunteer work, and I would love to do that. I think both of those things would be really great, and they're needed. Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty cool. I wonder where it's gonna be my favorite place to dive. I want to see some starfish. How did you do volunteer work in Africa? I use an app called World Packers, and there's just like so many different opportunities to volunteer all over the world on there. Well, I shouldn't say all over the world, but a lot of places in the world, and you have to get approved though. Most like it depends. It'll tell you if they're like high demand or if they don't usually respond. And like you can download the app and look and just look, but if you want to actually apply to volunteer somewhere, you need to have a membership to do that, which I can't remember how much it costs exactly. It's like a yearly fee, which I also have a discount code, so if you're interested, let me know and I can give you that. But like I said, you can just look at stuff without applying, and then yeah, you apply, they either approve you or don't approve you. Some places like you don't pay and you like can stay for free and they feed you in exchange for your volunteer work. Some places you do have to pay, but it'll tell you too before you apply, and it's always different fees. Usually they say like the payment is either for like the upkeep, like the most places I've seen that you pay is like the orphanages and like animal sanctuaries. So they say like the food is for that, like for the kids, for the animals, or like for to pay for your food and transportation and things like that. But yeah, that's what I use. There's other apps and stuff called like Workaway, but I've never used that. Some on World Packers it's rare, but there's also sometimes where they will pay you. I think Workaway might be more that range, but again, I've never used Workaway, so I don't know for sure. But I liked World Packers. I would definitely say though, I have volunteered at some places where there's no like reviews. I would not recommend doing that, and I would really pay attention to the reviews, because I've also stayed in places where there weren't that many reviews and there were some like some were good and some were not, and then I did not have a great experience there. And I will also say don't volunteer for anything that you don't feel like is actually in alignment with you, because I've done that before too and it just wasn't a good idea. But I like it. That's what I use. I don't have an orange one. Well, I have this orange one, but it's not the same. It's okay. I want to go back to Africa. I will not go back to Uganda, most likely. But there's a few different countries in Africa I want to go to. Africa and like Asia, those are the most places I see like orphanage type of volunteer work. I applied to an elephant sanctuary in Thailand, and they were responding at first and then they stopped responding, and I think everything is so divine, like everything was in divine timing, because like I told you, I planned on staying there for a long time, and then I had like a family emergency and left in like what 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So if they would have approved me, I would have had to cancel. So now I'm thinking like that was part of the reason why like they stopped responding. I was so excited though. I know one day I will get to do that, because I really really love animals, especially not especially but I really want to have experiences with like exotic animals and elephants and things. But I now like I don't condone giving money to like zoos and safaris and things like that, because I'm just contributing to them, those animals just getting stolen and mistreated and caged and all that. But if I get to volunteer at a sanctuary, I get to, you know, have an experience with the animals, but also not be contributing to their sadness and entrapment. Dr. Doolittle was my favorite movie. I just was trying to rewatch that the other day. I don't know if I've watched all of them, but I swear, if I could pick a gift, well, I have a couple gifts. I would want to be able to teleport, but I also be able to completely understand animals. And I genuinely feel like I can understand them, and I do talk to them, but I want it to be like on that level. Like there's no confusion as to what's being said. Like it's mostly, I think how I do it now is energy, like interpreting their energy and stuff, and if you get what I mean. But if I could talk to them like I could talk to a human or understand them that way, I would love that. Oh, I've seen that too, because even when I was in Thailand, I was trying to visit just a sanctuary, and I saw that there's like differences, like ways to basically pick up if they actually are like a good sanctuary versus one that is using that as a title to just get people, and they're still just trying to get money out of them. So I get what you're saying. And even if like they allow baths and things like that, you to bathe the elephant, apparently they don't really like that, and that they still have to like break their spirit in order to get them to let you swim that close to them or bathe them, anything like that. Even though it seems so innocent, like, oh, I'm just swimming with an elephant, or I'm just taking them a bath. It's not that innocent. And it makes me even think about horses. Like, are we really meant to be riding on horses? Did they say they want you to be on their back? Like, just because they can carry us doesn't mean that they freaking want to. It's like a bittersweet thing. It makes me sad and happy that I'm like aware of these things now. Yeah, that's how I feel about the food too. Gosh, I think that's why my body reacts so much to it too when I eat certain things, because not that I'll forget, but sometimes I ignore it. But then oh shit, my tea. Oh my gosh. Be right back. Actually, let me just bring you guys because I need to make more. I really forget that fast. I'm gonna make the parasite one too. Please don't burn me. Ah! Ah! Should I mix it? It smells so good. Maybe I should mix it because that parasite tea be disgusting. Pescatarian. I feel like I could have been a pescatarian in another life, but I've never been big on seafood. Besides like shrimp, which apparently is one of the worst seafood creatures you could eat. Besides shrimp, I never like seafood. Like I don't like fish. Don't like none of that stuff really. It is 23:23. It's 11:23 p.m. Just gonna make a batch. Alright, so it's gonna be parasite cleanse mixed with ginger and things. It smells delicious. Yum, yum, yum. It's too hot, so I'm just gonna let it sit for a bit. Where are you at? I don't even want to say your name and mess it up again. Divinellis? Did I say that one? What the heck? Divinellis? Okay, call you Ness. New York? Like the city New York? Like in the boroughs? That's where you're from and that's where you live, or that's just where you're from? I'll be in New York in a few months. Not for long though. I wonder what the background of this is gonna look like. Kind of want to give it Matrix vibes, but we will see. My stomach. Oh shit. Rochester? No way. For real? I might have stole your name depending on when I was born. Wait, why? How? Yes, I know Rochester. I'm from Syracuse. There's no way. Well, there's got to be a way because not everybody knows Rochester. What the heck? That's wild. That's cool. Yep. I know, that is very crazy, yeah. Talking to Courtney. Oh, okay. Not you stealing my name. Oh, I didn't even see her comment, my bad. Wait, so which name are y'all stealing of each other's? Because I don't see it. Yeah, that is really crazy though. Because what? Usually I don't meet people who are also from upstate New York, and that's really close. Aren't we like an hour away? Your real name? Wait, did you say it? Am I not seeing these comments? Oh, funny thing is my real name is Courtney. Oh, okay, I see. That's cool. I'm Courtney and his real name is Courtney. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was wondering too if Divinellis, if that was your, like, you gave yourself that name, or if it was just a reborn name, or if that was your bio name, birth name. How am I going to do this? Courtney. That's pretty cool. And even the whole flow of the conversations that we're having, very divine. That's really cool. How long have you been, what did I just do? How long have you been an artist? Okay, there's no mistakes in art. Someone told me that one day and I'm gonna take it and run with it, but what did I even do? What the heck? Can I even, like, get out of this? The problem with me, oh my gosh. Okay, it's not a problem. But it's gonna throw me off that it's gonna be so different than all the other ones. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Interesting. This is confusing me. It's okay, we'll just keep going. Wow. How did you get into it? And what sparked like you deciding to finally take it serious? I think that's interesting. It's been 3 years. I feel like it's been like the same for me with life in general. Not life in general, but I would say like the self-love journey, spiritual journey. So when it like really kicked in, like walking in purpose, I should say. How long have I been in Playa? I got here this time on the 1st of May. But this is like my 4th time or my 5th time back here in the last couple of years. Producing music. I need to learn how to do that. Love to have a sneezing fit. I do not like when sneezes come and go away. I think that is so disrespectful. Because like, where did you go? Do I work here? Yes. I say that because like I just started taking like clients for real. And as far as like actually charging people very recently. My dad used to play music games with my brother and I in the car. We had to find certain sounds in the songs. Then that developed my ear for music. I can teach you how to produce. That's actually really cool because I be sometimes trying to like hear different instruments in songs, and sometimes I can depending on what it is, and sometimes I can't. And then like that I think is a real talent. I think that's cool. And also I would love that for you to teach me. But yeah, as far, and I don't work like regular, like I don't even want to use that work. I commune with my gifts through myself, like not for a company or anything besides like my own business. So it doesn't look the same for me, if that makes sense. And I had like a mishap with my first like paying doula client. That was a test from the universe, my gosh, and a big lesson for me. And I need to get like real serious about my contracts, and not real serious but really detailed and very specific, because people be trying to like take advantage for real. And I'm a retired people pleaser, so that was difficult. Even choosing to let her go as a client was really difficult because I be feeling bad, but again, people will really take advantage. And I think too when it's like when you're running your own business, and it's 23:33 right now, and it's very like new, again, people will just take advantage of that. Like what they would do with a well-known company, they don't give you that same respect. And I shouldn't say all people, because again, I'm going to manifest the right people, but that's what I experienced with her. And it was very sad, actually. I was very excited for that experience. But it was a very nice lesson. Oh no. I kind of like it like this. It's a bit more confusing, but it's cute. You literally always hear dogs here. Not always, always. I feel like this is not a place to go if you don't like it. Like, if you're not a dog person, because there's always stray dogs. Sometimes they come up to you, sometimes they don't. But if you're, like, scared of dogs, this is not a good place to be. Oh my God, in Rochester, what makes you stay there? Like, do you actually enjoy it? I don't know how similar it is to Syracuse, but I know y'all have to have the same cold and same amount of snow. That, I will not go back because of those two things. Hold on 1 second. Ah! Ah! Calm down. Okay, that one we can let sit for quite some time because I'm not gonna drink that hot. How did you get into being a doula? I looked into it a few years ago, but I'm finishing school to be a labor and delivery registered nurse for experience, but it's going to lead into me being a doula, God willing. Wow, I think that's so interesting that you're going into that first. But at the same time, no, I'm not, because I mean, no, it is interesting. I think I was trying to say surprising, but it's not that surprising because I think people start out there. But that's good because that means you'd probably be also be really good as a midwife. But I wonder how that's going to be, like, testing wise. I say that because the way I experience those nurses and doctors in the hospital setting as a doula is very frustrating and sad. Not all of them. I trust, like, with your mindset, you will be exactly what they need as a labor and delivery nurse. Because, my God, how did I get into it? It's the same thing. Like, a few years ago, I learned that it was even a thing. And I felt really called to it. But I didn't find, like, a program that I felt, like, connected to. And I think at that time too, I was scared to, like, step into that. Same with my Reiki. When I first felt the calling to do it, I didn't do it right away. But then, a year ago now, I came across my mentor's page. Like, she kept popping up on my Instagram. And then she was like, I don't know what she did, like put out a promotion or something. And I, messaged her to have the call. And when I got on the call, I initially was just getting on the call just for, like, information. But she got me. And in a good way. And so I just, like, she basically was like, you're the only one standing in your way, like, from doing what you want to do. And I'm like, you know what, you're freaking right. So I just did it. I started the courses or started the training. And then I also got, like, my lactation education certification too, which I got that before I finished, like, my fully certified doula, because the doula one is a bit longer. But yeah, I go wherever I'm needed. All my family is here, so I do my best to be an example of how to take care of yourself. But it does get cold, but I'm homebody, so I barely outside unless in nature. Would you consider a doula as a shaman in a way? You go where you're needed. Wait, what does that mean? So you be traveling and you're barely outside unless in nature. That's the hard thing. That's the hardest thing. I love to be outside in nature, and it's too freaking cold. It's so cold there. It's so cold. I like to be barefoot. My feet be freezing. Like, what? Oh my gosh. But as a shaman in a way, not necessarily, because I feel like shamans are more, okay, they're advice wise too, but I feel like they're heavy with medicine as well, which I guess a doula could be. I think it depends on the person, because I don't feel like every doula has the calling to be a shaman, if that makes sense. I think there's a lot of interconnectedness, but I don't know, I never thought about it that way. But if I do think about it, I feel like it really depends on the person. What was your first experience delivering like? Well, as a doula, you don't actually deliver. Or do you just mean, like, being there present at the birth? Because we can't deliver. Like, our thing is more supporting the birthing person. This is why I say if you're doing an RN, you'd probably be a really good midwife. Like, a midwife can actually deliver the baby. But my first time, it was through video call, the first one, and it was intense because I didn't have her as a client. Like, I met her while she was in labor. So I'm having to like get to know her in between contractions, and that's very difficult. But it was beautiful. She did such a great job. She was by herself, but she had her son. He was like 5. So it was just her and her 5-year-old son. And her son was ruthless as freak. Like, he was just so mean. And he was just like, it was good in a way because it was making her laugh, which is great. But I was like, holy shit, like, she had the baby in the shower. It was nice. It was beautiful. And the first in-person one was pretty testing because, again, I knew her from, like, when I was really young, when I was a kid. She was, like, so my mom was dating this woman, and we lived with her, and she was one of the daughters. So she was, like, a younger sister. But we hadn't talked in, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years-ish. And we were supposed to have meetings before the birth, but she was always like, something was always coming up, so she always canceled the meeting. So again, I didn't have time to really prep and get to know what she wanted, so I was getting to know that in labor. And then it was a hospital birth, so having to deal with like the nurses and the doctors was very testing, because they have a certain mindset. I have a different mindset. Doulas in general have a different mindset. And let me not say doulas in general, because usually doulas that work for the hospital, they're in brainwash mode too. Or they feel like they don't have a choice but to abide by their rules. I'm not that. So it was difficult, but it was beautiful. And I was grateful. Like, it further confirmed why I do want to be a doula, even for hospital births, because at first I was saying I wasn't going to do hospital births, but they need that because they will really they gaslight the crap out of the birthing person, and they're in such a vulnerable state at that time. They be tired as hell, like they don't care. Like, it's just very sad actually what goes on there. Florida, Arizona recently. I've never been to Arizona. How was that? I recently met this woman that told me don't ever date someone from Arizona because they're crazy. Granted, I don't believe in like categorizing every person, but I'd love to know your experience. I travel for shows a lot around the US. That's really cool. How is that, like, doing shows? Okay, I understand that. And yes, definitely, especially nurses that have been there for a long time. Yeah, for sure. Or even they have midwives there. Like, you think you hear midwife and a doula and you think like, okay, this person's really gonna care, but they don't. And then they try to act like you don't know what you're talking about. And when you say things that they wouldn't expect you to say, they still try to like beat around the bush or avoid eye contact. Like, as soon as they knew like I was the doula, energy shifted. Like, it was just mad. Like, I didn't even have to say or do much, but they didn't like that I was there. But I don't give a damn because I'm not there for them. So it's cool. I feel like I kind of want these a bit bigger. Or do I want... Alright, let's just color it in. Ooh, should I do opposite colors? What did I just say this was gonna go to? I don't know, I just got so confused. I don't know how it would be there. So are there like no places to swim at all because it's desert energy, or like are there places to swim? That's really cool. And shows as in like concerts, or what kind of shows? We'll do this one. I don't know if I'm gonna regret this, but we're gonna try it anyway. Oh my god, I forgot my tea. Okay, it's okay. It's still hot or warm. No water. This is hot. How is that? Do you get nervous when you do that? For real, first of all, I can't. No water. That's hard. That's really hard. But yeah, how is it being on stage? I was thinking the other day when I went out dancing, like, I could really be on stage and I don't think I would be nervous. Now, once upon a time, I didn't think that way. But I'm ready to be on stage somewhere. Don't ask me for what. For a lot of different things. But I'm excited for whenever that day presents itself. So good. I really love smelling tea. Yeah, I could see myself dancing on the stage, talking on the stage, doing like sound healing on the stage. Dancing is one that I feel like for sure I would not be nervous. The other ones, I might be. Well, not doing sound healing. Unless I'm like singing mantras, then I might be nervous. But talking, I could probably be, maybe I'll be nervous. We'll see. Because I know all of the above will happen. But it's cool, like, that you don't feel it anymore. And do you mean as far as like next level, like ascending type of vibes? And how did you get over the nerves? Do you think that like that just came with time? When you call me wonderful, whatever the talk it is. Talk to me. This is so cute. I always forget. Is right body masculine energy and left feminine energy? And then left brain is masculine and right brain is feminine? Or is it the opposite? I still can't get over the fact that you live in Rochester as well. What do you mean you feel like it is what you say it is? But yeah, I agree with that, like doing more shadow work and then it just taking away that shyness. It's like because you're just diminishing all the fears. And I think like anxiousness and fear in general, that's a shadow in itself. And anything else that comes out of that, like shame or embarrassment. And the more shadow work you do, it's like that just sheds. Or if it resurfaces, you still respond to it differently. Like it's not just like overbearing. Have you been to Syracuse? I don't know if I've been to Rochester. I think I've either been to Rochester or Albany. I don't really know. But it was very brief too. And I used to have like games there, volleyball games. So maybe I did go to both. But I mean like besides the games. Ouch. Silver goes on the left and gold goes on the right. Oh, I've never heard that. I don't even wear silver anymore. Silver used to be like my color for jewelry for so long, and then I switched to gold and haven't went back. Every now and then, really randomly, I might wear something silver, but it doesn't feel right. And the left, right being masculine or feminine. Oh. Oh, okay. You're saying you feel like it is what you say it is in a general sense, like whatever resonates with you as a person, or how I said it, you think is the right way. Yeah, I've been to Syracuse for basketball games when I was playing basketball. Oh, that's cool. The camp, how was that? Do you still play? I'm so excited to get my sound bowls, dude. Oh, okay. Interesting. It was cool. I don't remember it too much, although I play here and there for cardio. For the cardio. I used to play basketball very briefly. Very, very briefly. This one, why are you doing that? I don't know when's the last time I played, but I would like to. I really like to play football, but like more so just like throwing the ball, not like full on football. This pen is like doing the opposite of what I wanted to do. It's not giving the vibes I'm trying to give. What position? I'm not gonna lie to you, I have no idea. I was in like 6th grade. I don't remember, I really don't. And I didn't even play the full season because I got in trouble. So my dad took me off of the team. So yeah, I have no idea. 6 foot, I played in high school. I was a forward. Ooh. Wow. But you don't play anymore? Dang, court so. uh, 6'4" and 6'. Dang, y'all some tall people. That's cool. How is it being tall? I wonder what kind of experiences y'all be having all the way up there. Oh man, running is something that's hard for me. I'm not a runner. You know though, before I started traveling, I did start like running in the gym, and I actually like started to enjoy it, but I've not been running since. But I think I am a lot more fit now, so it's not as bad as before. When I was in the army, I used to feel like I was dying. Granted, I ended up finding out, or they diagnosed me with asthma, so the symptoms I was having when they used to have me run made sense. Like, I used to legitimately feel like I was fucking dying, and my lungs were gonna just pop out of my chest. But I think I cured that, because once I started this journey and I started like running on my own, I didn't feel that, and I could run like way better than I could when I was in the army. So it's very interesting. But back then, gosh, me and running, it was awful. Being tall is cool for certain things. Like what? As a woman, being tall and skinny growing up is the worst, but once you get wiser in age and grow into your body, I love it now. Probably got teased for being tall. I was an MP at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. I'm out. You only did reserves? How was it being an MP? Not Big Bird. Oh my god. I don't mean to laugh, but that's wild. Of course, they're in the DMs now. I love Big Bird. Actually. An MP though, that's pretty cool. Fort Leonard Wood, never been there. Wait, but you said you were in the reserves. How did you go about getting in Missouri? Like, were you living there at that time? Or is that what they would send you like for? Cause did you go there on the weekends? In a way. Y'all are funny. Oh my gosh. That's like that's a certain type of schooling, right? The OSET thing. I remember seeing those people when I went to airborne school, but I made myself fail out of it because honestly, I was too scared to jump out of that plane. So, I failed out of it. But there were a lot of people in OSET there. I respect y'all for being in the Army/Navy. I could never. I don't like being told how to be. Yeah, at that time in my life, I didn't think the way that I do now, so it was easy. It was very easy for me to just do what I was told at that time in my life. But towards the end, things started to shift. still, I didn't think like this so much, but I did start changing. But I was in OSET, so I started there for basic and school combined. I've never heard of that, Hazleton, PA. My bad. I wish I was active so I could just live my life now. I want that check. You can't go active, or you don't want to? In my remembrance, I would say spirit, the Most High, my guides, they started coming for my body really intensely, and also the relationship I was in at that time also triggered it more. 000 right now and 44%. But actually, like, realistically, over the years, it started, like, things started manifesting in my body. Like I was talking to Courtney earlier, like spiritual things, emotional things, it's all connected. So there was a lot of things going on with my body, and then but towards the, like, right before, it got to the point where I literally thought I had like either Parkinson's or what's the other one called, MS. I thought I was dying. Like, I was having weird stuff happening with like my nerves. I couldn't walk properly. I was like walking with a cane. I started now what I know, like I started feeling frequencies, but I thought that I was just fucking going crazy. I thought I was dying, and I get why that part was happening now. And I was also like, I feel like mine was a kundalini at the same time, not just a regular like rising up or remembrance, because I also was getting a lot of like numbness in my back, and I was feeling like there would be like bugs crawling on me. I legitimately thought I was going crazy. And I don't know if y'all saw that post of like this woman, she committed suicide, and she left a letter, I think, to her boyfriend, and she was saying that like she feels like she's going crazy, like she's losing her mind, and like she feels bugs crawling on her. And then now, like, knowing what I went through and then what it was, I wonder if she was just having, like, she was rising up and didn't know, because it can really be scary, because you quite literally are losing your mind, you know, like you're losing your conditioned mind. So it was pretty scary. But yeah, I would say the way that my body was reacting to it and the relationship I was in is what really triggered it. And just having no self-love, for real. How about you? Oh shit, I'm out now, so I don't want to go back for 5 years. Oh, you're out of reservist too? Or are you in like the end years of the reservist? But why 5 years? Is that like MP's contract? Or is that new? Because ours was only like 3. 3, technically 4 years, and then you technically you sign an overall, well at that time, sign an overall of 8 years, but it was like 3.5/4 active, and then if you didn't want to do the last 4 active, it's the last 4 reserve. It was really intense. And again, it was like stuff happening slowly. And then it was all like fast as hell. And then it's just all been fast as hell since then. It's like every single day it's a lot. I've had like a bazillion death and rebirths since then. Why'd they blackball you? Yeah, that was one thing that started happening too. Like, meat started tasting like just dead animals. It was awful. Like, oh my gosh, so many things. And it makes sense too how it happened so fast, because I just started doing everything all at the same time. Like, once I kept going to the doctors, and they basically, like, they just told me like I was just crazy, because all my tests kept coming back negative. And then I'm telling them like I literally feel frequencies, and he's like, you need to see a psychologist. I just left that appointment and I never went back, because like, you're not about to tell me I'm crazy. And then my mom just kept saying like, maybe it's spiritual, maybe it's your chakras, maybe it's this. And I'm like, girl, no, it's not. And I was like, but after that, like I said, with the doctor saying nothing, and me, like, I know what I was feeling was real, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try it. And then my life changed, and it's never been the same. And I'm grateful. Yeah, I'm sure they felt that. It's so crazy, but it's beautiful though, because it's like it's divine protection for real, and eventually that won't be a thing. So what helped you though get out of like questioning yourself? Because that could be really hard. Look, are you okay? I'm gonna do a pour painting. Salumimati, I don't know what that is. Is that a person? Oh yeah, you said other YouTubers. Maybe I know them. I'm not so good with names, so, or remembering names. Solfeggio frequencies, what's that? Yeah, that would be nice. I don't know why that sounds familiar though, solfeggio frequencies. What am I doing next? Actually, I'll do that one first. Uh-oh. I see the problem. It's not really a problem. Wait, that's the solfeggio frequencies? I didn't know that they were named that. I love the mushroom spirit. Swear to goodness. Are you saying like the other frequencies or the other hertz are not solfeggio frequencies, or you're saying all the other ones are also solfeggio? I wonder if I'm pronouncing that right. Frequencies. I have a tuning fork. I can't remember. I think maybe it's 4 something. I don't know what hertz it is. It's the one that's like for solar plexus and heart chakra. Yeah, they helped me, but more so after my journey started. I tried to take them one time before, and I didn't take nearly enough. You know what I did take before that I had like my first real revelation was LSD, which to me is like chemical version of mushrooms. But it still was like a year before it happened. But they just kept telling me, my guides just kept telling me like everything is okay. Like like literally just everything in the world is exactly how it should be. Like all the bad stuff, feeling like basically like not to feel embarrassment and things like that, like to just really be yourself because everything is okay and everything works out as they're supposed to. Like even if people think you're crazy and all the things, it was a beautiful experience. But the people I did it with, like they were not having a spiritual experience at all. So it was funny, and I just kept laughing because I'm like, they probably think I'm crazy because the way I was just sitting there talking to the spirits, but I was doing it in my head. And then they just kept telling me it's okay. It was just, it was beautiful. But it wasn't until, like I said, about a year later that I actually like rose up, started rising up. 174, 285, 396, 417. I wonder if it's the 417 one. Yeah, some of these I've heard and some of them I have not. But you know what? I get scared, or cautious I should say, using the ones on like YouTube and stuff because I've seen a lot of things with YouTube, even with like kids YouTube, that in the beginning of the video it's um like they'll play what they're telling you they're playing and then switch it, like subliminals, but like lower vibrational subliminals, so you fall to rest thinking you're listening to one thing and then it's playing a whole nother thing. I don't think I've tried DMT, unless DMT is in like ayahuasca, but I think DMT actually is in ayahuasca, or the other, like they usually pair it with a DMT producing medicine. I could be wrong. I could be thinking of another one, but I think, but there's also forms of like pure DMT too though, right? That I haven't done. But I've sat with Mama Aya in the Chakruna medicine, which the Chakruna one is the one that I believe holds the DMT, not ayahuasca itself. But ayahuasca is not always paired with the same medicine, the same other DMT producing medicine. I guess I could do it like that. Ashika, thank you. How was your ayahuasca experience? I've studied it but haven't had an opportunity to try it with someone guiding me with it, though I heard that's very intense. Honestly, I would love to do it myself, by myself. I also definitely feel shamanism in my own energy, which is why I feel like a lot of my journey has been alone and without like a mentor, because me and my ancestors and my guides are that, because I'm meant to be a shaman. But my experience was beautiful. I would never go back to the place that I went to because they should not be facilitating ayahuasca, but everything is for a reason, and it confirmed my journey and what I'm here to do, me being there and the way that they were and the way that they decided to go about their like how they facilitated the journey and the medicine. Like she did what she was supposed to do. The first day was more so about purging, so it was more ayahuasca than chakruna, because again, the chakruna is what holds the DMT. So it wasn't as like visual and things like that. It was physical purging, like throwing up and a lot of diarrhea. It was intense. There was a point where I partially thought I was dying. Like I knew I wasn't dying, but that's what the freak it felt like. Granted, you are letting a part of yourself die. It was intense. The second day was like it was a test, and it was a lot more spiritual. She showed me a lot, and it was like I had to it basically felt like I had another judgment day. Like I had to pick the path, and it was showing me like a lot of entities and energies that wanted me to to go back to sleep and to just settle. And then I had to choose again. I had to pick if I'm gonna do that. Like, it was easy. Like, it showed me like me dying there on the bed, dying and rising up again, but, or I should say waking up again, dying, going to sleep, and waking up again asleep. Or I could choose the other side and continue on this journey and stand again, choose to stand in my power and stand in my, walk in my purpose, walk in my mission. It was really beautiful. It was nice. And it just kept showing me and reminding me like how protected I was, and like how my guides are always with me regardless of being around these other energies, whether it's in a physical vessel or a spiritual energetic vessel. So yeah, it was very divine. It was nice. It was great. And she showed me her, like, oh my gosh, like Mama Ayahuasca, like, and it went back to the whole like God is woman type of vibes, even though ultimately the Most High is genderless, right? But like, if we're going by the physical vessels, although it's so hard, anyways, that's what she was showing me, like a very wise and aged woman being all that is, like not just a physical woman, just the energetic creation, the creator, and the creation itself. But we are all that, and that is all within us, if that makes sense. It was beautiful. It was lovely. It was nice. What the hell? Yeah, it was really nice. I don't know if I'll do it again. I'll have to really feel called to do it again, because I mean, I did it twice. It was back to back. But it's strong. Like, it is strong, and it lasts a long time, and like, you need a good amount of time to recover. And I was supposed to stay longer, but she told me I had to go. She made me get out of the ceremony, and they were trying to tell me I can't get out. Like, I had to close with them. But them people were trying to, like, they were like tying everybody's energy, but tying everybody's energy to a timeline that I was saying, like the timeline of going back to sleep, the timeline of depression and disparity and hopelessness, and even their mindsets. Like, the facilitator, the main one, he has the mindset of all humans are always going to be in a state of depression and nobody's going to heal fully. And I'm like, why the fuck? Like, why are you even facilitating this medicine that is meant to help guide people back to truth, back to themselves, back to like the God within and knowing and trust? But you have this mindset, like, red freaking flag. And also, like, she was showing me, like, when you purge and stuff, that stuff is supposed to go back to the earth, but they wanted us to throw it in their toilet and put it back in the system, which made me also think of now, like, you know, our ancestors, we used the bathroom in the earth for many different reasons, because it fertilizes the soil. It also makes certain plants, like in your garden, grow a certain way based off of your bodily fluids, right? And then, so she was showing me, like, I have to throw it back in the earth. Like, don't put it back in the toilet, don't put it back in the system, because if we go by how modern day is, how we use the bathrooms, we're just giving them back our energy. Like, the people at power right now, they feed off of that, they work with that, and then also put it back to us in a way that it's just it's keeping a cycle going. So she was like, you can't, I couldn't put it in the toilet, I had to put it back in the earth, which I did. And like I said, I also left the ceremony, and he was trying to tell me, like, you can't leave, like, we have to close you with it. And then the next day, like, she already told me that night, like, that was going to be my last night there. So the next day in the rising, like, before we had breakfast, I told them I wanted to leave, like, to call me the car to leave that day. And he was like trying to get me to stay, and he was like, I swear to goodness, he had nothing in his eyes, and he was like looking at me all intense, and he's like, you know, because you left the ceremony early, like, without us closing, like, a lot of people, if they do that, they start to have spiritual disturbances, like, even if it's 2 weeks from now, 2 months from now, 2 years from now. Like, basically he was telling me, like, I'm gonna go crazy and have I don't know, fucking spiritual attack, and until I come back to that specific place and let them close me out of ceremony. And I just kept saying, like, I'm gonna be fine, like I'm good, I'm protected, like I'm good, I don't need to do that, that's not gonna happen to me. And it bothered me because not everyone has like my mindset. There's a lot of people that do, and a lot of people are spiritually and emotionally intelligent, but a lot of people that go there for that are not that way and are easily manipulated. So, but granted, everybody chooses their life before they come here on earth, right? So if they're meant to be brainwashed for whatever reason, it's going to happen, and that's what they chose. So that brings me a little peace of mind. But then the other side of me, who knows I'm also here to rise people up and, you know, flip the balance of the whole light and dark, or whatever the crap you want to call it, that part, it bothers me, which makes me think I do need to leave a review, because I didn't leave a review because I be feeling bad leaving bad reviews. But I still have time, I can do that. So yeah. It was cool though. One day I will be facilitating ayahuasca ceremonies. Exactly, they know a lot of those people who come are completely lost, looking for themselves, but that's why you need to walk through life with discernment. Yeah, exactly. And they looked lost themselves. They looked, and the way he was saying stuff too, like, they're power hungry, and that shit will take over. If you're working or communing with certain energies with certain intentions, he looked like he sold his soul. Like, both of them, him and his wife, like there was nothing fucking there. Like, and a lot of people don't see that. Like, when I was also reading, like, again, that was one place, it had some good reviews, some not so good reviews, and like people were talking about how kind they were and how warm they were, and it just also shows those people's state of mind too, because as soon as I got there, the energy fell off. But granted, we go through everything for a reason, and I'm glad I stayed, because I needed to experience that. Like, I needed to re-choose the path and you know, continue to stand in my power. But they are like lifeless, and it was creepy, to say the least. That was in Peru. They know. Oh wait, out of that. In Urubamba, Peru. Never again there. I'm really overthinking this, and I need to not just do it. What about purple and green? I don't think I'm gonna like that as much as the orange and green, but maybe I should do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway. Thank you. Yeah, and then a warrior in so many different aspects. And I had like a past life of warrior, like an actual fighting warrior, which is so funny because my tattoo, I don't know if you've seen it, when I first got it, like a part of me felt really connected to it, and a part of me felt really disconnected to it, until I like was enlightened about one of my past lives, and then it felt even more connected. Oh my god, that gives me chills, because the way I got this one, it says warrior, and then there's a semicolon, and then this is the sexual assault survivor symbol, right? The semicolon, in this life, I tried to commit suicide like 2 times, and then I learned about my past life where I was an actual warrior, but I was a man, and I got captured, and what I was told was I got raped every day, or not every day, I got raped so however many times while they captured me, and it put me in such a state of depression. I starved myself, like I stopped eating, and I let myself die. And then again, just it all being with the sexual assault like survivor symbol, it tied it in because I still felt partially like a warrior as far as strength, as far as like still being here and getting past my sexual trauma in this life, which is why I felt connected to it. But the specific word warrior was still a little hesitation. There's a song though by Demi Lovato called Warrior, which also sparked that. To me, she was talking about sexual assault. I don't really know, but it helped me process mine, that song. But anyway, yeah, when I found out about that past life, I was like, holy shit, that makes so much sense. And there were a lot of past lives actually that I experienced, stuff like that. But yeah, pretty cool. And the divine showing you your power. Yeah, for real. For real, for real. I've started to draw this like 15 times and I keep stopping. That's so funny. Oh, that's good because this is not. Mars sign? Oh my god, I've got no idea. I'm really trying to learn more about astrology. It's so funny because I was just gonna look up what books I should buy today. Even though I've done that like 50 times and I always forget. But I don't know. I can check. But I'd have to tell you at a later time. Unless you want me to check now, but I'll have to like swipe up. Your Mars is in Cancer. How do I even check that? I have this app. How do I find out? Maybe I can just ask ChatGPT over here. Ah, what did I do? What is Mars about? Like, what makes you ask that specific one? I feel like I've never been asked that before. Bro, you know these answers. It's connected to Aries energy, but yours is in Cancer. See, this stuff be confusing me. It makes so much sense. I wholeheartedly believe in all of it, but I get confused. Oh, mine's in Cancer too. What? Interesting. Ah, drive how you go after what you want. This makes sense. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh shoot. Oh my god. How do I keep doing this? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to do more. I want to travel based off of that too. So I think I know where I'm gonna go next. That just clicked in my head because I've been thinking about that the last couple days. We'll see. I'm trying to not. I'll probably pick last minute. I have a couple places in mind, but based off of like my chart, my birth chart, and what aligns with it astrologically. So what do you used to study? Like, do you have books that you recommend? But yeah, I am really a heart-driven person. Wait, Courtney, are you still here? Do you travel out the country? Mine is in Sagittarius, although I never hit send. Oh, so what does that mean? Like how does that affect you? Honestly, YouTube and this app called Time Passages have helped me a lot. I will look up some books of mine and send it to you via DM. Thank you. I used to use Time Passages, but I deleted it. I haven't traveled out the country since 2017. That's a long time. Why? And where did you go? One day, I want to dye my locks green. Oh shit, I almost spilled this. You're ready to explore? You have to renew your passport. I wonder if I'll ever go to DR. How was it there? I know Courtney said she's been there too. I want a global passport. I don't know how people get those, but I want one. You must have to have like some top-notch security clearance. That sounds like me too. That's cool. Do you feel like, oh, except for the cool down quickly, it depends actually. But do you feel like that resonates with you? I don't know which way I want this to be. Have you guys watched the Matrix movies? I need to go get it. I need a VPN for my laptop, actually. The house position of your Mars adds a lot of insight. Oh, freaking frackin'. I had my chart and I don't think that I downloaded it. I don't know how I even made it either, or got it made. I feel that on the plane right here. I did. Wait, on the plane right here you did what? Oh wait, favelas, I think it's called. Favelas. I don't know what that is. That sounds fun. I don't know what the heck that is though. Fabulous. Fabulous. Oh, you watched The Matrix. Dang, I'm surprised they have that on the plane. Or did you have it like on your phone or your laptop or something? You watched all of them? I've only watched the first one so far very recently and I cried. It's cool. I need to watch the rest of them. Oh, that's cool. A favela is like the slums. Like barrio. Okay, I think I get it. Yeah, I definitely have to watch them. That and what about Lucy? Did you guys watch that? Or Don't Worry, Darling? Oh my god, that movie gave me the heebie-jeebies for real. And I had to not watch because I feel like, you know, like everything is programming and brainwashing and stuff, but I feel like that movie, like they took it to another level. Like they legitimately took it to another level, and I had to cover my eyes in some parts because I was like, y'all not about to get me. Granted, I don't think they really could, but that movie was very creepy. And it makes sense to me, especially because I feel like all this do be like a simulation, and it's like a ginormous game, like Sims. Yes, Lucy is a fave for me too. Don't Worry, Darling was so good. You never heard of it? You should watch it. Just cover your eyes when the brainwashing part comes on. Maybe you don't have to, but I wonder if it's on Netflix. I don't know what it's on. Let me see. It was on Netflix before, but it came out a bit ago. But I just posted like a scene from it on my Instagram story today because it just popped up. That movie was wild, and it just gives like the vibes of like how life is now sometimes, just again with the brainwashing and us forgetting certain things when we get here, as far as get here on earth. It's giving me not the right answers. I think it's still on Netflix, if you have that. Yeah, literally. Ashe. I think at that time I felt like I still could fall prey to that BS. And I had stopped watching like scary movies, like paranormal movies and stuff too, because of like the energy transfers. But that's something that came through for me while I was on ayahuasca. It's like the balance, and then also the fact that like I'm not there anymore, even though I don't feel like that stuff ever had an effect on me, even when I didn't know about this stuff. Now what it did have an effect on my grandma for sure. We used to love watching those movies, and that woman, she wouldn't get possessed like while watching the movies, but when she would drink alcohol, he would come, or it would come. But I feel like she was just very easily susceptible to those things. I love watching movies like that though. That's one of my favorites too. I don't think that you have to stop, especially if you haven't noticed that it has any type of effect on you. I'd just say if you ever actually feel something from it, cleanse. Or if you feel like you need to put a barrier prior to watching it, then you do that. But again, like even in that area, discernment is just what's important, and just being in tune with your own energy. If you feel like it's being infiltrated and whatnot, you know? Especially for me though, I am super sensitive to that stuff, and that's why I loved watching like the paranormal ones, because I can feel how real that shit is. Like regular scary movies like Freddy versus Jason and Chucky and stuff like that, like those things just make me laugh. Granted, even the paranormal ones now, if they scare me, they make me laugh too, but I can feel that energy. So yeah. You don't like the scary movies? That's funny. I like comedy movies too, and romance movies, and sci-fi. Did y'all watch Sinners? Sinners was like the first movie I let myself watch in the scary genre since these past 3 years. And it was pretty good. It was intense as hell. It was beautiful though. I feel like my sister's mom has low-key been stalking me. And I'm just bringing that up right now because she just messaged me. And it's just, I don't know how to feel about it. Only because, but granted, I understand to a certain extent, but hey, it's just weird. Weapons was insane. Why does that sound familiar? That's a new one that just came out, right? I didn't watch that. I've never been attracted to scary movies. I love Sinners. Never? That's so wild. You should get into it. I think you would like it. Especially if you like thriller movies. Granted, it is a bit different. Alright, just finish this. Yeah, that's really true. I've definitely made my peace with that though, as far as like attracting all energies, and then knowing when it's like, is it coming from me or is it the healer in me? Because I will forever attract all those energies unless I decide to stop being in healer mode. But also that comes naturally, because even before I knew this all the way that I do now, it was happening. But yeah, with the kids, that one involved witches and shits controlling kids. That's the weapons one. I think I have heard somebody tell me about that. It sounded really creepy. And it's not that sister. No, it's like my biological sister. My most recent sister. Like it was so interesting though. But like she ended up like blocking me and stuff. I guess when she finally broke up with my dad, I don't know if she thought like I was gonna like, I don't know what the hell she thought, but it was weird to me. But hers was interesting because when I found out like she was getting married, she was gonna marry my dad, I all my siblings' parents, I ended up telling, well, not all of them, most of them, I ended up telling them like what happened, especially my sister's granted, I don't even know how the conversation came up with her, like what made me bring it to her attention. But she ended up, like, I think it's because I had worries about one of my sisters, that he was like doing stuff to her or going to start, and I still feel that way. And she ended up like admitting stuff to me that he would be doing, and that she also had worried. No, my sister didn't marry my dad, no. My sister's mom was going to marry my dad. And yes, I'm the wisest in age. But anyway, I ended up telling her, and she ended up telling me stuff that made her also feel like he was doing stuff to her. And then she told me about her own situation with her dad and stuff like that. And then, like, I think she was pregnant when I told her, and she didn't know that she was pregnant, and like just found, or she either like just found out or found out right after, because she was saying as if she was gonna leave him, and then she didn't. And then they announced that she was pregnant and having a girl, and I guess now they're not together. And now, like, recently, like within this past month, like she keeps like liking my stuff on social media, but we don't have each other on social media. And then just a few minutes ago, she just messaged me. I think she responded to the video I just posted, really, based off like the emoji she used, but I don't know. But I do get worried for that sister. But again, I've also made my peace with the fact that we chose these lives. I used to feel like, I used to have so much guilt for like not telling sooner once I started having sisters, because I was the only girl for a long time. But I used to feel like if he did stuff to them, it would be my fault because I didn't tell. And now I do really feel like he is, or like I said, gonna start, because it's like they have a way, like they have a way of doing things. And like through therapy and stuff, I learned about like what grooming is, and like what he was doing to me. Besides the actual sexual harassment, he was grooming the freaking Frankenstein out of me. And I can see that with that sister, and she's even younger, and she's been with him since she was born, so he has like even more time to get into her head than he had with me. So, and I know how strong like that affected me, so I can only imagine like how it's gonna be for her, and how much more he might be able to like get away with or whatever. And then also like she has I think she, like, her mom says that it's a different sister than the one I just told you about, though he's got hella baby moms. Her mom says that she uses words that I don't like. Like, she calls her slow. To me, she's hella smart, but there's some type of like maybe autism. Like, she has some type of developmental issues, especially with her speech. And like, my dad will keep her home from school. He won't accept for her, like, the teachers are saying she should get extra help, and he says no. And to me, that's just another sign and confirmation. Like, of course, if you're doing something to somebody, you're not going to want them to get to a point where they can speak out, especially because I spoke out. He's probably scared as fuck of that. And which to me is just another red flag. And she's like the favorite. He only does stuff for her. And when I was young, I was the favorite. And like all my other siblings didn't get treated how I got treated. But again, that was a part of the grooming to keep me in a certain mindset or whatever, feel bad and all the things. So I worry for her sometimes. Or I don't say I worry, it just crosses my mind. I have done my best to like let go of the worry. Especially too, because I've been telling her mom for a long ass time, and she decided to continue to have babies with him. And again, we choose these lives before we come here, so my sister, for whatever reason, chose that too. But it is still like sad, you know? I trust though that she will allow it to empower her the way that I have done, if not better. Everyone has to endure their own experiences. It's part of the journey. Yeah, exactly. We chose before coming here. Giving you your flowers for how well you've integrated all the wisdom you've obtained. This path can get sticky if not aware. Ashe. No, literally. Thank you for the flowers. Thank you. But that's true. It can and does get very sticky. Yes, it definitely is about the control. And that's one thing, like, it got to a point where, like, the only thing he had over me also was being able to connect with my siblings, like, and he used that as major control, like, to get me to still talk to him and be in his life. If I didn't talk to him, he would go to all the baby moms and tell them not to let me talk to my siblings. And like, they're all, I have some siblings that are like adults. Those were not the ones, but like my sisters and all the younger ones, he would, like, yeah, like, revoke access. And it was funny to me. I don't get, like, these people also that he deals with be so fucking brainwashed, because I promise you, the moment that I speak to him, everything goes out the window. I stop talking to him, he's saying so many things about me, and I can't see them, and they don't see that. I don't get it. It's really funny. Or maybe they get it, but they just also be so brainwashed, and I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. But I've let that go. I refuse to, like, settle in the way of, like, making myself talk to him just to have a relationship with my siblings. If I'm not meant to, then I'm not meant to. And if I am, then I will have that, you know? Luckily, like, most of them now are not really on that wave. But they're also, like, if they are not talking to him, they also don't let me see them. Some of them. There's a lot of them. What I get sad about, though, is, like, since we're not in connection now, whatever kids he continues to have, I won't have, like, a relationship with. But again, I trust in the future I will, if I'm supposed to. That I know of right now, I have 11 siblings. But I don't know what he's been up to lately. And then also there's probably way more that just never got DNA tested. Like, never been proven. But for what I know for sure is 11. And I was really the only girl until I was like 15 or 16. It had to be 16. I don't know, one of the two. Or right before I turned 16. I know when I was 16 is when I finally realized that he actually was a pedophile. Hi, Loki. Hi, baby. Yeah. The thing is, they all know. But again, I think it's like a lack of self-love. Like, the one that I think that I worry that he is doing stuff to, her mom, like, this past year, she told me, like, it wasn't until this past year that she finally believed me, because I told her years ago and she didn't believe me. Even though she said, like, he admitted it, but he twisted it around. And then, like, with my family, I always thought that they were not going to believe me, but they did, and they knew way more than I knew. Can I hold you? Hi, baby. She does not like to be held. But today, she let me hold her for the longest time ever since I've had her. But anyway, yeah. So they know. I don't think there's any now, unless they're new ones, that wouldn't believe me. And some of them will tell me, like, oh, that makes sense because he used to do this, this, and that, or he used to say this, this, and that, and blah, 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 blah. But, you're so cute. Thank you for letting me hold you. I'm like literally shocked. Twice in one day. She literally does not like to be held. Are you trying to tell me something? You know what? I keep having like thoughts and visions of her transitioning. And I'm like trying to figure out why that keeps happening. Granted, the day before yesterday, I don't know when, the day I had a Reiki client, the thoughts came really, really strong the day before, which has just happened a lot of times, but the day before I was really thinking about it. Oh my God, your cat's name is Luna? My first cat's name was Luna, and I had to give her away. Well, my first girl cat. That's so cute. So yeah, I kept thinking about that, and then my client like was telling me about like one of the things that she's been grieving and trying to let go of in that session, and it wouldn't come up for her, was that her cat transitioned, and it was like something that was really, really hard for her. But what scares me and the thought that comes up, but granted, I view death differently. I feel like if she was to transition, like it wouldn't, not that I wouldn't be sad, but I wouldn't be like devastated how I used to be over stuff like that. Any transition that's happened in my life lately, like I don't respond to it the way that I did before, because I don't view death as death. I just, Loki, stop it. Stop it. I view it as a transition. But, and then I've also been practicing like the law of detachment, loving without attachment and stuff like that. So I know that plays a big role, but sometimes it's like, girl, are you okay? True, if they transition, they'll be with us even more. Yeah, exactly. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me read Courtney's, because I did. For me, it wasn't my dad, but I lived in a house with my wiser in age brother, cousins, and they took advantage of me from 6 till like maybe 10 when I moved to South Jersey. I've only recently said something 2 years ago, but that was a whole traumatic experience in itself. My boy cats love me, but the girl's a loner. Yeah, she's usually a loner, but then every now and then she's clingy. So was it traumatic in itself because the way like they responded to you telling, like did they not believe you? Mine was a bit traumatic too, and not in the sense that they didn't believe me, but like they just, like some of my aunts just said the most wild thing. Like one of my aunts, she just kept saying like, oh, please just tell me he didn't penetrate you. Please just tell me he didn't penetrate you. Like, girl, what the fuck does that matter? Like, okay, granted, it could make it worse, but it doesn't make it any less bad. And then my other aunt, like, admitted a whole bunch of stuff. And then when I went to go finally choose to go to the cops, she went the fuck off. And I don't blame her, because the way that she reacted was how I initially reacted when the cops got called, when I wasn't ready to tell. So yes, I don't blame her, but again, yes, that was still traumatic for me too. So I get you, regardless of what the trauma was. I'm glad you were able to get away from it though. And it's so crazy how early these things start. And it makes me wonder, like, because of that, I've had like not great sexual relationships, and I wonder like how it would have been if I didn't experience those things so young, and like if it happened after I had, like after I was an adult, if it would have been different, if that makes sense. Because mine was also, from the first time I could remember, I was also like 6, but I was told that like when I was even younger than that, I told them that like my grandma's boyfriend at the time was like doing stuff to me. And then I wondered too with my dad, like if he would do stuff to me, and I just don't remember, and I blocked it out, because I do remember, excuse me, like getting to an age where I was potty trained, but I used to pee the bed, and he would get super, super mad. And I remember like I used to hide my clothes because how mad he would get. And then as I grew wiser in age and I started working with young Ren and stuff, one of the signs of like a kid that's being molested is them wetting the bed after they're already potty trained. So I'm like, was it happening? And like I said, I blocked it out. Fudge Franken Diddly Bob. That's some wild BS. Young Ren is me saying, like, children. Children's a word spell, and so I say Young Ren instead. And that one is a big one, even talking about what we're talking about right now. So let's break that down real quick. The etymology, going back of like chill and stuff, it's like to compact something, to put it in a box, to make it cold, to instill fear into it. And then Ren is like a benevolent being, an all-loving being, like your God self, right? So when you put chilled Ren, you're saying like this once, and then a being that like embodies what it means to be human. And in our natural state, our most like pure state, when we're first there, we're loving, we're kind, we're compassionate, we're empathetic, all the things. And then you take that once benevolent being filled with all these beautiful emotions and feelings and freeness also, like we don't be cared, we be free of fear. It's 0101 right now. Then you take that and you chill it, you scare it, you brainwash it, you put it in a box, tell everybody you got to be this way, you got to be that way. And then all these attacks start really young, like when we're 6, 4, 3, 2, all the things. Even if it's not sexual trauma, there's other things that happen that make us get in this cold, fearful box. And then this is when we have all these grown adults that are moving from freaking fear and programming and all the things. And then we get taught like children's a proper way to say kids and all this thing. No, you're putting spells, very lower vibrational spells, on our babies, on our young Ren. And yeah, the sooner they start doing that to us, the easier it is to control us. Putting them in school, all the things. Then even saying things like don't talk back, or shutting down our boundaries. Oh my god, it goes so deep. I need to talk about this again. I haven't talked about this in a while, like in a video. Literally trying from like so early on to strip us of our power and benevolence. Dang, I didn't know that was the etymology of that word. I also think that breakdown is divine because the planet Saturn is cold, detached. You can see it's like the balance in a way. Saturn controls time. I didn't know that. That's interesting. And to me, how do you feel about time? Because to me, time is a freaking illusion. That was one of the first illusions to like diminish from my mind when I started remembering, like rising up, was time. We control time, so maybe all of this was a ritual for us to reach these higher states of being. Yeah, literally. Oh my gosh, did you watch Loki? You're making me think of the timekeepers. And that's why I say too, like, I try not to get upset because ultimately we created this giant ass game. Like, we are the opposing side. We are the side that's with us. Like, we created this. We put ourselves in it. Like, it's literally us against us in every freaking way. So sometimes I'm like, oh, the people at power, the ones that, whatever the fuck, but it's still us. I don't believe in time. After taking shrooms, 30 minutes felt like 2 hours. I swear to goodness. We are the time. Time is an illusion. Yeah. Ashe. It's so funny because people really, not a lot of people think that way, but a lot of people do at the same time. Uh-oh. It's okay. I still like it. I have a habit of like wanting things to be full. I wonder why. I feel like it fluctuates a lot. Because I feel like I've had moments that were definitely higher frequency moments, and it moved so slow, and I was so grateful in those moments because I felt like usually when things are good or higher frequency, it moves fast, if that makes sense. But I've also had the opposite experience too. Why have I not done this yet? The one you just made? I think it's true though. I just think it fluctuates. Because I've experienced exactly what you're saying too. Like I've experienced both. But you're saying too, like we control time, or we are time, so I wonder if it's just how we're wanting it to be in that moment and don't even realize it. How present we are in the moment. Yeah. And then also, like, what is it that we're meant to be experiencing in that moment? Is it meant to be like fleeting and fast, or are we meant to be sitting in that for a long time? Hi. You know? And I think for me too, I think before it used to always be like higher frequency or good stuff was always fast, but I don't want that. I want that to last longer than the lower frequency, and I feel like I've flipped it because now that's what I want. And still, how you said, like, we control these things, we control our reality, like we control and don't control our emotions and stuff too. But I think because I know I want to relish, and I keep telling myself like I'm worthy of taking my time, and I'm worthy of experiencing these blissful experiences more than the opposite side, I'm creating that reality. Show your drawing at least. Are you asking? I don't like when y'all come on here and tell me what to do. It's all about the mindset of the individual. Yeah, I definitely agree. It's like, what are you choosing? I think it's definitely that mixed with the overall, like, what are you supposed to be experiencing in those moments? Like, what did you choose for yourself to get? And then it's like taking back that control of the time, like, you know? Wait, I don't know. Did you answer? Did you watch Loki, the show? That one was like mind-blowing too. But it just felt like confirmation. I swear, I love watching stuff like that. It's so cool. It's like, I feel like gems we left ourselves. Do you like to post, or do you post content at all, Courtney? I get that though. Sometimes you really do just want to be in the moment. But I've actually fallen in love with like sharing my life. Because at first it was a no for me. I really had to get used to it. If I don't want to show my... Wait, if you don't want to show why you drawing, then just talk. What does me drawing have to do with whether or not I want to show you? I'm drawing because I want to draw. And I'm talking because I want to talk. Does that answer your question? I saw the show Loki a couple years ago, but I forgot what happened other than the ending. Oh, you should watch it. Especially it's the timekeeper thing. And then the fact that it literally shows that it's like all an illusion. I feel like with... You gotta watch it again. I really like that show. I would rewatch that actually. That's what I named Loki off of. I can't believe your cat's name is Luna also. What kind of cat do you have? What does she look like? I miss Luna. She was my favorite cat. She was so beautiful and she loved me so much. Oh gosh. With her is when I really started practicing the law of detachment, because she got to a point where she would want to go outside and she wouldn't want to just be on the leash. And I was like, I felt bad like holding her hostage. So I had a tuxedo cat, like black and white. I'm not rude for... I think it's so funny when y'all call me rude for like telling you not to tell me what to do, or telling you I don't like when you tell me what to do. And I asked if you were asking. You didn't ask to see. Is the way that you said it. To me, that was rude. And you asked, why am I drawing? I answered that question. Personally, I don't think I was rude. But anyways, imagine I have your cat. Yeah, that would be wild. But I had to give her away. I was in North Carolina, and then she ran away from the people that I gave her away to. So I don't really know what happened to her. Yes, I have orange cats. They're loving, but they're bounce off the walls. I heard orange cats are wild. Luna, she was a calico cat. She was so cute, dude. And Loki, her ass, she's not always crazy, but she's crazy. Like during those witches hours, I swear she'd be playing with the spirits. The girl goes nuts. And again, I be having to hide her toys and all this stuff. And she's very like spiteful. Like when she's mad or she wants something and I'm not giving it to her, like she will mess with me. And everything she knows she's not supposed to do, she's going to do it. Like, oh, you don't want to give me what I want? Okay. Spiteful, just very spiteful. Chi-Chi, that's cute. That's kind of my nickname. Half of it. Are all your pets cats, Courtney? I know you said you have 4, right? And also, it's not even that I didn't want to show you the drawing. It's just the approach that you came with. I kind of feel like I should have just left this how I just had it, but it's okay. I can do another one. Ah. Yeah, someone actually just said that to me recently. Especially how she is like with physical touch and stuff. And it's crazy that she's actually letting me know. Because I've been actively working on receiving that too. That's really wild. But I don't feel like I do that in the sense of like be spiteful and do what I'm not supposed to do when I'm not getting what I want. I don't feel like I do that, so I wonder. I don't know, or maybe I do and I don't see it, but their companion maybe. 2 cats and 2 dogs. My pit bull and Frenchie, and then my cats. I love pit bulls. Not that I really don't. I really don't think I do that. I'm trying to think. I don't think so, no. I love pit bulls though. Those are my favorite. Those are the most dogs I've ever had, like growing up. I really want a Rottweiler, and I really want a Chow Chow. Them things are freaking humongous and so very cute. That's super cute. The pit bull. How am I mocking you? Are you okay? And if you go back to your comment, you didn't ask anything. You said show us your drawing, or show me your drawing, whatever you said. And maybe you need to go back to the Hindu principles with this energy. Are you okay? Because what? I grew up with Rottweilers. My dad breeds them. Oh, I love that. They're so freaking cute. They just got the cutest, biggest heads, and they're just so cute. I always wanted a Rottweiler or a boxer. I actually had like a boxer mix with a Chihuahua. It was very interesting looking. People like that are here to disrupt your energy. Yeah, it's not going to happen. He could just... I can see you're not okay. Sure, dude. The 4 agreements might help him. Oh my gosh, I've actually not finished that book. Have I finished it? No, I haven't. But one of his other books, why can't I remember the title? It's the one about love. That one was really eye-opening. I finished that one. What is it called? Oh no. Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? I don't think so. You've been hit by... Are you not working? Ah, please. Okay, it's okay. I have another green one. The Alchemist. I was literally just thinking about that book today. I haven't read it yet. The Power of the Subconscious Mind was a transformative one for me. Let me screenshot because I've not even heard of that one. I've heard of The Alchemist, but not that one. Hey, Fiona. What is the topic? What are we talking about right now? The last thing we've just been talking about is books. That came about because somebody's in here coming for me about what, me being rude. And then we're talking about transmuting the energy, because he's coming in here with some wild energy. I'm in Mexico. How about you? I just finished What Does That Mean by Eldon Taylor, and now I'm on the Let Them theory. Oh my god, I was just talking about that. I didn't post the video yet, but I was just talking about the whole Let Them today in a video that I made. I don't know when I'll post it. Maybe I'll post it later tonight or tomorrow. But I want to get that tattooed. Let them and let it be, because what? In China, how is that? China's actually factually not on my bucket list, but maybe it will be eventually. But how is it? How long have you been there? Dang, I'm attracting the travelers. Yes. What's happening right now? Okay. China? I'm low-key starting to put like Japan on my list though, because that wasn't on my list, but it just keeps coming into my attention. Are y'all in foreign places but me? Oh, all y'all in foreign places but me? Yeah, it's okay. You'll get there. We'll get back there. I lived here for 6 years before, and I just returned. Japan is 6 years? Damn, so that means you obviously loved it, I'm assuming. And you said you just returned, so wow, how was that? And so did you get a visa to live there, or did you like go in and out? How long is the... Do you need a visa? Well, I mean, to stay long, obviously, but do we need tourist visas? Are you a U.S. citizen? I'm just assuming. I was just in Vietnam for 10 months. Oh my gosh. Okay, so how was that? Honestly, what would keep me away from staying in Asian countries for a long time is the food. And not that it's not good. They have great food, but it's like not my go-tos. Like those are foods that I eat every once in a while. And so I think I would be so sad missing my go-to foods. I got a visa to live there and I was working. I'm British. Oh, that's even cooler. If you hear me use a British accent, do not be offended. It just comes out. Wait, yes, Courtney. Wait, what? How is it for black people in China? Vietnam is amazing. Oh my gosh, you went to Vietnam too? Okay, so that means I gotta go to Vietnam. You would love Vietnam. Da Nang is spectacular. I'm in Thailand right now, Fiona. You'd like it here. I'm really in a black city. So have you been learning Mandarin like since staying in China? I heard that's one of the hardest languages to learn. You have to go to Vietnam. Alright, I'm gonna put it on my bucket list. It's 0123 confirmation. Asia in general, a lot of countries in there are I wonder, I want to go to Nepal. Where's Nepal? I'm not good with geography. I've heard of Nepal, but can't tell you where it's at exactly. Sabbatical in Thailand and Vietnam. Also, what is sabbatical? I've heard of that too, but I don't know what that is, and I don't want to pretend like I do. Why does that... I feel like I vaguely know. Okay, are you okay? Sabbatical, I hear it in my head. But places like that, like I really love just go everywhere, I swear. I swear, I'm heavy on that energy. Like a lot of Asian countries, they have a lot of volunteer work for like orphanages, which I love. So I definitely will be going to a lot of different ones there. There in Africa, like they have the most countries for like orphanages. That's where I'm trying to go next, those two continents. Also, I really want to go to like the Oceania, but I think that'll be last on my... I thought it was going to be first, but I think it... Well, actually, I don't know. We'll see. But definitely within this next year, I'll be going back to Asia and Africa. And apparently, according to my chart, Germany is a great place for me, and it has a lot of long-term placements, which is shocking because weather-wise, it's a no for me. But I've heard Germany is a beautiful place and fun. And that was more so from army people, so I can only imagine being a civilian out in Germany, because I quit my job and lived to heal and save myself equals health sabbatical. Okay. It was the best decision I ever made in my life. I lived and worked in Tanzania. Oh, how was it there? I think Tanzania is one of the countries we don't need a visa. Hi, Josabel. Or Josabel. Same, I quit my job for Thailand. God got me. Yeah, literally. Like, I haven't worked a job in like 3 years now. Once I decided that like I was really gonna start traveling. Cause no, over it. Not here to live that life. I love that for us. That's so cool. I've never heard of that. It's a video chat site and you can talk to people from different countries. That sounds like Omegle and Monkey. I've heard of those. I wonder if on TV it was Omegle and they just changed it. Like video chat, right? Oh wait, you just said video chat. I didn't read the video part. But yeah, I've never used that one specifically. I had also a very not good experience when I was younger with one of those sites. That was my own ignorance, but it's funny now, but it wasn't funny at the time. Yeah, it's similar. I've never heard of that. Tanzania, Zanzibar is beautiful, so much culture, tribes. Yeah, Tanzania's on my bucket list for sure. I don't know about it. I mean, I've heard of Zanzibar, but I don't know if that's... Well, it's currently not on my list. Unless it's one of the ones that I don't need a visa. Because I'm trying to hit all of those first. Granted, I could get a visa, but it's just a lot of work. I think I'm just traumatized by Uganda, honestly. And do you use that, Ness? You said call you Ness, right? I use it too. Oh, that's smart. That's very smart. I like to watch videos of people's like interactions on stuff like that. People, but some people be wild as hell. Interesting. That looks way different than all the other ones. No, for real. I know with Omegle, I don't think that thing was censored at all because there were a lot of creeps. Ah. I didn't think that I was gonna get hungry again, and I definitely am. Do you guys like overnight oats? Yeah, that's how I felt when I went to Uganda, really. And the things people do, like, I'm excited though to keep filling up my passport. You know what I was sad about? Peru, they don't stamp your passport. In Mexico, I think maybe they stamped my passport the first time, but I always go through the like the automated thing now, like the, I don't know what the hell it's called. Like, I don't actually go through the people. I guess it's like oatmeal, but not cooked, just soaked in milk. Cream of wheat. I think I've only had cream of wheat a couple of times. I love overnight oats though. I like to make mine with chia seeds and berries and things, or at least a banana. But I love regular oatmeal also. I've started making quinoa though instead of oatmeal because I heard it's better for you. I don't really know what's the whole hype about why oats are bad. I can't remember. I looked it up, but I forget. You like them? Yeah, they're pretty good to me. Cream of wheat. You want attention? What are you doing? Loki, that's not the right answer. Carl, stop that. She's so cute though. Cream of wheat. Is that the white one? Like the white creamy one? Or no, I'm thinking of Farina, I think. Yeah, I probably haven't had it that many times. Oh, I need to outline this. Oh, it is? I think I liked it too. What about cornmeal? Have you guys ever had that? Damn, why am I writing so hard? Not really. I think all of them are in the same family, but the cornmeal is yellow and it's grittier. Like, it's still smooth, but it's not creamy smooth. It's a bit grittier, but it's so delicious. Loki, Locali, stop doing that. Why are you looking at me like that? Do you want to play? You want to play? Where's your ball? I think it's so cute when they get in play mode and they move their tail. Let's just be flicking it. It's so funny. I don't know where your ball is at, Loki. Stop doing that. She's so cute, I can't. It's not like grits, but I'm gonna find the video and I'll send it to you. And I don't think it tastes like grits. Personally, though, I can't remember what grits taste like because I always tell myself I don't like them. But it doesn't look like grits. I mean, I guess grits are kind of gritty, no, but it's not the same thing. Ah. Why? Why you just fall back to rest after all that? Watermelon. My favorite food, I would say, I guess I can't say Indian food because it don't be all Indian food, even though they have some great food. When I was still eating meat, it was chicken tikka masala and garlic naan. So now I'll be having to find some type of substitute, and I still eat the garlic naan. And I love vegetarian samosas too. I also really love tacos. I love Italian food. I'm naming a lot because those are like my tops. Is that all? Those are like my top ones. And I love mashed potatoes also. How about you? I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't really know what it is. Does ice cream count? I love ice cream too. And I love Mexican food also. Not just tacos. Like, I really love enchiladas, and now I love chilaquiles too. And these things called sopes, I just had sopes for the first time like 2 days ago. They are so good. Hi, Khadijah. I was just talking about you. Well, actually, earlier. I'm going out there in a few months, so I would love to see her. And yes, all is well. How about with you? I love everything plant-based, honestly. Yeah, like going plant-based is like opening my horizons. I was talking about that with my sister-in-law recently. Like, it's made me learn more and like experiment more. All good stuff, I hope. All good stuff, I hope. Oh, like of talking. Yeah, I was just talking about how really everything that was going on before. Who are you? That's a jam-packed question. I'm everything and everything is me. But yeah, like everything that was going on and stuff, and then how you started interacting recently on social media with my page and stuff. I'm alright making it as a single mother. Thanks for asking. I trust a part of that is good though, no? I mean, I know it's probably not easy, but it also wasn't easy how things were before. And she just hit a year, no? In August. Yeah, that's good. Do you feel like you've made peace with it? August 10th. Yeah, I was talking to Ayara about her the other day too. She said she got to see her that day, right? He has a new girlfriend, 21 years older than your butt. Old. She's 21, you said? Wait. Oh. I don't have anything to say to that. Thank you, love. It be hard sometimes. Especially with stuff like that. Like, do I have something to say to that? I do. But then it's like, am I saying stuff from a triggered state? Or am I saying stuff? Or like, what does it do for me engaging? Like, I try not to engage in certain conversations that it's just like me responding from trauma trigger mode, if that makes sense. Not that I think it's important to talk about our traumas and our triggers, obviously, but sometimes the way I respond could be like, just when it comes to my dad and my brother now, that I've noticed lately, like some of the things I say, I'm speaking out of trauma only, not like out of alignment with just like overall understanding. It's like it's just my human self talking, which granted maybe that's what's needed, because like I even said in the video earlier, like I struggled to let myself process certain feelings which were more so human feelings. So yeah, facts. I have too many nosy people on my page. I might need a new one. Shoot, they be watching from outside pages anyways. But I'm assuming Naraya, she's walking and stuff already, Khadijah? And your son, I keep wanting to call him Santana. Can you remind me of his name, please? How is he doing? Is he happier? I'm assuming he's happier. I feel like his name is on the tip of my tongue and I just can't get it out. Damari, yes. Yeah, she's walking and blabbering. She's such a happy baby with a wonderful personality. But that's exciting. So I trust you'll let me come see them when I come. Doing way better in school now too, without the toxic environment. I really love that for you. I was a bit worried. But that's really good for all of y'all. Literally every single one of you. What are you in school for? Ah. Oh, that's really good. Oh, Ayara did tell me that. Oh, that's gonna be easy because I'm gonna pick them up too. So I can just round them all up at the same time. I'm not happy that it's the winter time when I'm going back, but oh, we can go ice skating. That's I'm excited about. I love ice skating. But yeah, I'll let you know. The girls? Dang, why? And their mom's also in the hospital right now. He doesn't get Naraya when he gets the other girls. Cannot say that I am surprised. But I will say that's really good for her, I think, overall. It'd be sad, but a blessing, you know? Okay, thank you. Did I ever tell you Naraya was in my baby name list too? I thought it was so funny when I found out her name. Tomorrow's Thursday. I'm not gonna finish this today because I'm tired. You've been hit by I really think I like it more with 5 petals. That's so funny. I think I'm gonna watch Friends tonight. I don't know why I brought the markers out. Choo 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 choo. Some journaling here. My nose is so itchy. I have Spotify, not Apple Music. One second. I be having to hide my feathers from Loki because she tries to eat them. Or not tries, she eats them. But when I give her feathers, she just looks at them. I don't get it. Like, is it because they're mine she wants to eat them? Your love everywhere, much love. You're live everywhere, much love. Really? Thank you. Much love to you too. I think the only places, well, actually, the only places I do go live is TikTok and here. And I personally like live on here better because TikTok literally just hides me. Why are you up here? Can I hold you? Oh, thank you. It's so hard to not let her get on the bed. She's just so cute. Hi, baby. What you thinking about? Go down. No, no, no. Go down. Loki. The service is better. Here on YouTube, don't come up. She's not gonna listen to me. She did, surprising. Just kidding. Man, are you supposed to be up here? Can I brush you? Can I brush you? Thank you. Okay. I've been at her all day. What? She be at me all day. Oh my gosh. All day, every single day. You don't like it? You're so cute, Loki. What's wrong with this necklace? You don't have that much hair coming out. I wonder what goes through your head when I'm brushing you, because you just be like kind of all over the place. Sometimes I can't tell that she loves me. But then again, if I think about other things like how skittish cats are and how they really need to be, they really need to feel safe to like be around you in general, then I'm like, okay, she does love me. But sometimes I'm like, girl, do you even like me? Especially when I was cat sitting the other women's cats, they always wanted to be like all over me. And she's not like that. She's like clingy sometimes, but she's still not like, she's not a really cuddly cat unless she wants to. And it's still like, she'll lay on top of me or she'll lay near me. Or she does this thing like, it really bothered me in the beginning. She'll come and she'll lay on me or right next to me and she'll start sucking on her nipples. And it just would make me so uncomfortable. And then like I read that it's like, when they do that, it's because they're looking at you like their mom. Like they miss their mom and they feel like you're now their mom. And then they're like self-soothing. She may have been jealous. No, she was like that before them, but she was kind of jealous of the girl cat. Like, she kept attacking her. The boy cat, she wouldn't attack. Like, they were the best of friends. But the girl cat, even if she wasn't near me, like the cat, even if the other cat wasn't near me, she would just attack her, which was very aggravating. You done? No? You're so pretty. You know that? Hello, baby. Suckling, yeah. Wait, she'll get what right? Like the attacking part or the suckling part? She doesn't do it as much now. Like when I first got her, the first couple months, she used to do it so much, and only like really at nighttime. I bought a cone because I could not deal with the sound. So I started putting a cone on her. It was like a cute flower cone. But now she doesn't do it that often. But also she cuddles me less. But I be so mad because she cuddles me and then I get so happy and then she starts doing that and I'm like, girl, get off of me. As she gets by a certain age, yeah. Okay, you're getting so big. I got her a dress. I have a dress like for her reincarnation day, but I think it's gonna be too small, but she's gonna have to wear it anyways. Hi, baby. Look, you're really not supposed to be up here. Or what are you even trying to do? You're moving around a lot. Hi, baby. Honestly, I'm surprised she's doing all this while the camera's on because I swear to God, she don't be trying to be in front of the camera being this affectionate. Like, I'm very shocked. She knows when the thing is on. She also, like, when she fake attacks me, she's not gonna do that on camera either. Or if someone's here and sees her, she's not gonna do it. Look, she's about to start doing the thing. No, show them. Yeah, I guess she does. And sometimes I feel bad for stopping her because since it's like their self-soothing mechanism, but I don't like it. Granted, it's not as loud. She used to really make a lot of sounds. But she's not grooming. She's doing the suckling thing. Okay, now she's coming. I love when she does that. She looks so cute. What? Am I disturbing you? Are you actually comfortable like that? Okay. She's so cute. That wasn't the spot. Ouch. She's like, support me whenever I do. No, literally. She is a vibe. She really is. I be having so many conflicting emotions with her because she be driving me nuts. But she's so funny and she's so cute. In those times though where she drives me nuts, I'm like, girl, she's just teaching you how to laugh and have fun and not take things so serious. But sometimes it's not great timing, especially when I'm trying to go to rest. Like it'd be like, it's so funny. Like right when I'm about to like literally fall to rest, she does some shit like I don't even know, and it be getting me so mad because I'm like, I just want to go to bed. She's funny. She really is funny. Yeah, she definitely is. Do y'all hear her? Wait, prepping me for what? Loki, you sure you gotta do that? You look so sleepy. I'm tired. My bad. Proceed. First of all, why are you up here? Actually, she's really slick. Because you definitely make me forget you're not supposed to be on the bed. Why are you up here? Can you go back to your spot? I feel so bad not letting her on the bed for motherhood. No, come on, let's not manifest that I will have restless nights. Not that I don't want motherhood, but do I want restless nights? Granted, of course, it's gonna come. No, let's just no. I'm gonna have great rest. Loki, you're not supposed to be up here. Lately, it's really been bothering me, like the cat hair on the bed. So I've been trying to not let her be on the bed. I don't know what the switch up is because I've always been the type to like have my pets on the bed, but it's not sitting right with me anymore. I'm thinking about all the things, like she just walk around, she'd be stepping in her litter box, like all of that is just very in my head and I just can't get it out of my head. Especially see, like, why do you gotta come close to the pillows? Like, that's really disrespectful. And then now I know about parasites. Oh my gosh, I can't. Yeah, you gotta get off. Excuse me. Go over there. Please. Stop it, because you know you're not supposed to be on here. This is why I can't give you no leeway. Don't start acting up just because you can't come on here. Stop. Right now. Loki. Why are you testing me? She's an inside-outside cat. I saw a cat today climb a tree and she climbed the tree to climb on the roof. She climbs trees, but not super high. Granted, she hasn't had much time with trees. Like, I'm not always able to take her around trees. We used to climb trees together, and then somebody called the cops on me. I was so pissed off because I really liked sitting in that tree. And we was just chilling, and somebody freaking called the cops on me anyways. And then I tried to find other parks. This was before I left the States with her again. But she climbed a couple trees. I feel like now, like, where we be at here, there's not... I could take her places to go to a tree, but she don't like being in her bag. So it's a little bit difficult. Loki, get off the bed. Go. No, don't look at me like that. You think this is a game? Stop. She really thinks this is a game. Alright. Her tail just wagging. She's playing games. It had to be. They said they told the cops that I was sitting in the tree and recording people. Which I feel like if you're actually watching me, you could see that I was clearly recording myself. And I was on live when the cops came, and he was like, well, I can see that, you know, you're not recording anybody, blah, 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 blah. And I feel like I knew who it was, too, because she would watch me, and then she, like, it seemed like she put, like, her camera on me. But my camera wasn't on her, like, it was on me. Anyways, whatever, I don't really care. It let me, I mean, I did care, but it helped me find a new park and, like, venture off a bit. But I really liked sitting in that tree. It was a really nice, big old tree. Loki, you really just get me. And not get me in the way of understanding. You get me, like, you just make me forget. I don't know what that means. But did I screenshot it already? Because I'd be liking to translate what y'all be saying. Because I want to know. Now you have better trees. Yeah. I'm here with my favorite tree. My favorite tree in the world is here. Her name is Delilah. We have a fantabulous connection. I have quite a few trees that I really love here, but nobody has. Delilah is unmatched, and I think it's just also because of our connection, not even just the way that she is. It's so nice. I'm still here. I'm at work listening. Okay, love, hi. Dang, where are you at again? You're in China now. What time is it there? She's about to be back up there in a minute. She's trying to open her container with her food in it. She's so dramatic. She acts like she's starving. To the point I really thought that I was starving her. 15:07. I don't know how many hours ahead of us that is. But I'm assuming you probably get out of work soon then. I love that you use 24-hour time. Well, you said you're British. I guess every other country I feel like uses 24-hour time besides the States. Locally. Deja eso, nena. Yeah, you. She's fucking funny. She'd be like attacking my shoes. Like she plays wrestling with them. She's pretty funny. For real. You ate again. Seemed like you. Have I eaten again from earlier? I had some tea. Loki. Ma'am. You're really testing me. Stop it. Can you please stop? Please. She'll be stressing me out. Seriously. Why are you doing that? Anyway, I had to do research on the type of food or the amount of food they're supposed to eat because she really acts like she's starving and I'm actually overfeeding her. Loki, stop it. You're about to go on timeout. Yeah. Don't look at me with those eyes. What kind of tea? It was a little bit of my moon blend and some mullein leaf and ginger and lavender. It was really good. It tasted like I put lemongrass in there. I wonder what that was. Oh, because my moon tea has lemongrass. Just kidding. Makes sense. But I don't have any just lemongrass right now. I need to go get some. I want to dry it out. I want to dry out a lot of it before I leave so I can take it back to the States because it's hard to find. It's hard to find lemongrass there. And yeah, it is an interesting blend. It's because I be trying to mix everything all at once. My moon blend, that has so many different herbs in there specifically for my moon. And then the ginger, love ginger tea, and lavender I put because I wanted to go to rest, and the mullein is because my body is developing mucus right now. So really that's what the ginger and the mullein was for. Really? I feel like that's how it is here. Although I don't see it wild, but in the market, in the one market that I like to go to, they always have some. And this is my first time, like this last couple months or this last month, seeing fresh lavender. It's so pretty. I also want to dry some of that too, but I'll probably do that in like a week when I move again. Elderberries, I've never seen elderberries, like not fresh ones. Good jump, Loki. You see the birds? That bird really does just sit there for so long. Zero, 2, 1, 2. I've seen that a lot since yesterday. Okay, it's time for me to get off. I'm getting sleepy, or tired, I should say. But it was really great talking to you guys. I'm gonna check out what you sent me probably before I go to bed all the way. Don't quote me, between tonight and tomorrow. I wanted to post again. We'll see. But yes, it was lovely talking. I froze. I was just basically telling you guys good night and giving gratitude for the conversation. We had a fantabulous conversation tonight, and it was very nice to meet you, Courtney and Fiona. I'm not sure if y'all are both still on here. Oh, you are still on here. And I trust you have a great rest of your day at work. Never mind, that was me. Wait, what? You froze? But yes, I love you guys. Good night. I'll see you again, I trust, soon. Nice to connect with you too, love.